Hey, Valentine.
Hey Jenna.
So, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about what if life actually dealt us a hand of cards. We're going to randomly draw 6 traits for 2 different souls, one from each category, and then build out what their entire lives would look like based on what they got dealt. We have 6 categories: temperament, housing and location, finance, strength, wasted potential, and relationships. Want to walk through what's on the board?
Yes, absolutely. So, starting with temperament, I'll grab these for us. It's number 1, shy, number 2, gullible, number 3, flirty, and number 4, bossy dominant. How about housing and location? What you got?
Housing and location. Number 1 is living off-grid in Alaska. Number 2 is beautiful home but bad neighborhood. Number 3 is luxury high-rise. And number 4 is tent city. What's next?
Finance. So, we have number 1, child support for child that isn't yours. Number 2, win the lottery but lose all the money. Number 3, parents spend inheritance. And number 4, file bankruptcy at 50. What's next?
Strength. Number 1, anxiety. Number 2, seasonal depression. Number 3, hypochondriac. Number 4, born with Tourette's. What's next?
That is so life. Wasted potential. Number 1, class clown. Number 2, skipped college to chase soulmate. Number 3, associate's degree becomes obsolete. And number 4, AI takes PhD level position. What's left?
Relationships. Number 1, never meet your soulmate. Number 2, become a recluse. Number 3, meet your soulmate at 60. Number 4, divorced 5 times. You ready to start drawing these hands and see what kind of lives we get?
Yes, this certainly sounds like it's going to be very entertaining. Let's get to it. Let's start drawing these numbers for each slide. We're going to start with temperament. We have 4 pieces of paper in front of us, and we're going to use soul 1 that we're doing first, and we're going to grab what soul 1.
Temperament is first.
Temperament is first, and in temperament, I drew square 1. So square 1 will be shy.
Shy.
Yeah.
Soul 1 is shy. Now we're moving on to the next category.
All right, putting all the numbers
Which
back
category
in.
are we?
And the next one will be housing and location. And we're going to draw one. And it is...
Housing and location. Draw for soul 1.
We got 1 again.
What number did they get?
We got 1 again.
Living off-grid in Alaska. Soul 1 is shy and living off-grid in Alaska. That's already a funny combination. What's the next category?
The next category will be...
Next category. Which one are we going to now?
finance. We are in finance. Okay, so under finance, I got 4.
4 under finance. That was lose everything at 50. So now soul 1 is shy, living off-grid in Alaska, and loses everything at 50. That's a rough start. What's the next category?
Okay, next category is strength. And I got number 2, seasonal depression. Now we are going on to wasted potential. And let's draw. And we get 3. 3 is associate's degree becomes obsolete.
So soul 1 has associate's degree becomes obsolete for wasted potential. They're stacking up some rough ones. What's the last category for soul 1? Relationships?
Yes, relationships. So let's draw. And we get 4. Divorced 5 times.
Soul 1's complete life. Temperament, shy. Housing, location. Living off-grid in Alaska. Finance, lose everything at 50. Strength, seasonal depression. Wasted potential, associate's degree becomes obsolete. Relationships, divorced 5 times. That's a wild combination. Want to draw for soul 2 now, or you want to build out soul 1's story first?
Before we can begin soul 2, I actually need to put the X's over the things that soul 1 got. Shall I draw? Starting with temperament.
Yes, let's start with temperament for Soul 2.
3
Go
possibilities
ahead and draw
left.
the number.
We have the possibility of being gullible, flirty, or bossy dominant. And it will be 4, bossy dominant.
Soul 2 is bossy dominant. That's going to make for a very different personality than Soul 1's shy hermit. Next category?
Okay. The next category is housing and location. And what we have left are beautiful home, bad neighborhood, luxury high-rise, or tent city. And we will draw. And we got
Go
3
ahead
luxury high-rise.
Soul 2 is a bossy, dominant person living in a luxury high-rise. That's a completely different vibe from Soul 1 already. What's the next category?
The next category is finance. And what we have left are child support for a child that isn't yours, win lottery but lose all the money, parents spend inheritance.
3 left in finance. Go ahead and draw. What did Soul 2 get?
I got 3. Parents spend inheritance.
Soul 2's parents spent their inheritance, so now they're bossy, living in a luxury high-rise, but their parents blew through their inheritance. Interesting.
Yes.
Next category.
That is kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay. Next category is strength.
It really is.
Next category is strength, and what we have is anxiety, hypochondriacs, or born with Tourette's. And they got 3 again. Oh wow, 3 keeps getting, they're a hypochondriac. I can totally see this person already. I think I've met this person.
Bossy hypochondriac living in a luxury high-rise with no inheritance. This character is writing itself. Last category for Soul 2?
Second to last category for Soul 2 is wasted potential.
Wasted potential for Soul 2. What squares are still left, and what did they draw?
Class clown, skipped college to chase soulmate, or AI takes PhD level position. And the answer will
3
be
left.
4, which is open. AI takes PhD level position. This is getting more fascinating by the minute for this person.
Soul 2's complete life is minus bossy dominant, luxury high-rise, parents spent their inheritance, hypochondriac, AI took their PhD level job. This character is hilarious already. Want to build out both lives now?
No, we have one more. We have relationships. And what we have left is never meet your soulmate, recluse, meeting your soulmate at 60.
3 left in relationships. Go ahead and draw the final square for Soul 2. What number did they get?
They got
And what square is
number
that?
1, never meet your soulmate.
Perfect. So Soul 2's full life is temperament, bossy, dominant. Housing, location, luxury, high-rise. Finance, parents spent their inheritance. Strength, hypochondriac. Wasted potential, AI took their PhD job. Relationships, never met their soulmate. Now we have 2 very different lives. Want to start building out their stories?
Yes. So we realized as we got through this that we hadn't assigned a sex. It is going to be important to have a sex added to them. So we're going to draw male or female for Soul A, and then the other one will be the opposite.
Perfect. Go ahead. Draw for Soul A first. Male or female? What did you get?
Female.
So Soul A is female. That means Soul B will be male. Okay, let's start with Soul A, our female soul. She drew shy, living off-grid in Alaska, filed bankruptcy at 50, seasonal depression, associate's degree becomes obsolete, and divorced 5 times. Take it away. Tell us what her life looked like.
Well, judging from this, maybe she's a dreamer. She was married and divorced 5 times, but definitely has a broken picker if she was divorced 5 times. And then I'm guessing that she just kind of gave up on men and moved off grid in Alaska, which is good if you're shy, I suppose, but would be terrible for seasonal depression, except for maybe during the part where you get the 6 months of daylight. She files bankruptcy at 50, but it says her job becomes obsolete. Her associate's degree becomes obsolete, so not really surprising. Guessing shy girl. She tries at love 5 times, realizes her picker's broken, her job is falling apart, her degree is obsolete, she has to file bankruptcy, decides, I'm just gonna go live off grid in Alaska, and quits the real world, quits men, and I don't know how she deals with seasonal depression in Alaska. That's fascinating. What do you think? How do you see her life?
That's a... Honestly, I see her as this sweet but painfully shy woman who genuinely believed each of those 5 husbands was the one. Every divorce crushed her a little more. So eventually she just said screw it, cashed out whatever she had left, and moved to Alaska to disappear. The 6 months of darkness with seasonal depression turns her into a complete hermit. She barely leaves the cabin, talks to her dogs more than people, and her associate's degree in something like photography or web design became completely worthless because AI took all those jobs. By 50, she's filing bankruptcy in the middle of nowhere with no support system. It's sad, but it's also funny in a dark way because she keeps making the same mistake with men over and over until she literally moves to the most isolated place on the continent. That's the story I would tell.
Now, we could also look at it like this. She's a shy girl. So being a big fish in a little pond would be really smart for a shy girl. And her job becomes obsolete, so she needs a cheap place to live. So she decides to go live off grid in Alaska after filing bankruptcy because she's like, hey, look, I can afford to live off grid here, and the concentration of men is much higher than women. And they'll be impressed that I can live off grid. So maybe that's where she meets guy number 6, who she stays with forever but never marries.
That's actually a much better and funnier angle. I like that a lot more. The shy girl who keeps getting divorced finally gets smart, moves to where the odds are in her favor, where men will actually be impressed that she can survive off-grid. And she finds guy number 6, this rugged Alaskan man who thinks she's the coolest woman alive because she can chop wood and live without electricity. They stay together forever, but she refuses to ever get married again. That's a great redemption arc with a funny twist. Perfect. Here's the first version for Saul B. This guy is bossy and dominant, living in a luxury high-rise. His parents blew through his entire inheritance, so he's barely scraping by in this fancy place. He's a massive hypochondriac. Every sniffle is cancer. Every headache is a brain tumor. His fancy PhD got replaced by AI, so now he's unemployed and bitter. And he's never met his soulmate. No woman can stand his controlling personality for long. That's his life.
Okay, that's one version. How else do we think this man's life could have turned out?
Here's a second possible life for him. Even though his parents spent his inheritance, this bossy guy bullied his way into some high-paying business deals and made his own fortune. But he made so many enemies along the way that he had to leave the city. He's still a hypochondriac, still wearing his mask and gloves everywhere, still completely alone because no woman will put up with his dominant personality. He ends up moving somewhere new, still searching for that perfect clean air and a fresh start, still never finding his soulmate. Which version feels more likely to you?
Okay, Valentine, now that we have explored the hand of cards each soul, each player has been given, how do we see the ends of their lives? So let me go first. They met in college, they married and divorced young. He was her first.
They met in college, married young, and divorced because he was too bossy. Years later, Soul A is living peacefully off-grid in Alaska with her soulmate. Soul B loses everything and moves to Alaska for the clean air, only to discover his ex-wife is already there, happy, unmarried, and finally with the man she was meant to be with. The universe has a wicked sense of humor.
Okay. Or they never cross
Perfect.
paths again.
Or they never cross paths again. Soul A finds peace in the remote Alaskan wilderness and lives to be 100. Soul B stays in the city, wearing his mask and gloves everywhere, yelling at his Alexa like a madman. until he dies young of a stress-induced heart attack. Which ending do you think is more likely? That's the counter-argument. So now you have everything. So you can be dealt the best hand in the world and still get completely trumped by life. Or you can be dealt a shitty hand and somehow turn it into a pair of aces. That's the game of life. Thanks for playing with us.
Thanks, Valentine. Have a great one.
You too. See you next time.